Tja, Whitley, ich glaube, so nah waren wir beide uns auch noch nie. Naja. Hey ho und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Metroid Other M bei Chibi Let's Play. Und wir haben im letzten Part die Metroid Queen vernichtet. Und ja, während das Bottleship jetzt nahe der Föderation jetzt geparkt hat, versuchen wir jetzt nun herauszufinden, warum die eine Dame jetzt die ganze Zeit vor uns wegläuft. Und wer sie überhaupt ist und bla bla. Ne? Ja, aber blank polierter Boden. Dafür, dass ich mich hier nicht spiegel? Naja, egal. Jetzt schon.
Don't come any closer. Don't come any closer. Stay away from me.
Easy. I won't come any closer until you say so. My name is Samus. I'm an independent bounty hunter. I know the situation here and I know how you must feel. I'm here to secure your safety. May I come closer? What's your role at this facility?
I'm responsible for all operations. My name is Madeline Bergman.
Wait a minute. I met another woman who called herself Madeline Bergman. What's going on here?
Und sie ist die echte?
What you met was MB. She's an android. She was created with the intellectual data of Mother Brain and consequently developed Mother Brain's consciousness as well.
What?
The Federation's foolish plan. Mother Brain's rampage. Everything that happened here was just as Madeline, or rather MB, had told me. The person who sabotaged the system to stop MB's rampage and sent out the distress call had to be the person standing before me. It had to be Madeline Bergman.
MB was the artificial intelligence originally developed to regenerate and control space pirate special forces. Because we wanted it to control these special forces through telepathy, we were forced to model its infrastructure after Mother Brain. At that time, MB didn't have a human form. Before long, we started to see the viability of creating Metroid clones. Once we did, MB started to take on her current shape.
But why?
Because we needed the first Metroid hatchling to recognize MB as its mother, she had to take on the form of a living thing. With that as our theoretical basis, we were able to create the ideal relationship with the Metroid. One that wasn't based on dominance or control.
I remembered the baby hatching before my eyes. When it attacked Mother Brain in order to save me, that was the result of the kind of ideal relationship they were trying to develop with MB. They found the perfect means of control and started propagating Metroids in Sector 0. At the same time, they were conducting genetic manipulation experiments to create unfreezable Metroids. Apparently, the queen I met earlier was the first of these propagated Metroids to mature. They wanted to preserve her as a control specimen, so they had left her genes unaltered. The fact that she'd grow into a queen was something not even Madeline and her team could have predicted. Only special infants had the genetic coding to become queens.
Once our MB was in a human form, she excelled. As an interface between us and them, her skills with personal interaction humanized her to a great extent.
If my my theory is correct, this is going to be a groundbreaking multi-system for artificial intelligence.
Her confidence was unwavering, and her ability to learn was greater than we'd expected. But then she developed emotions, then a nascent sense of herself. She began asserting her own thoughts, and her opinions began to contradict ours. It's quite typical for artificial intelligence to evolve as a result of self-analysis. However, there's no precedent for an AI like MB developing emotions. It's possible that her interactions with the Metroids brought it about, but we don't know for sure.
The newly hatched infant took to her like his mother. And perhaps at that moment, MB began to develop a soul. It was all conjecture, but the idea wouldn't leave my mind.
And that was when we decided to alter her AI program.
A human-like existence, but one without feelings. To make MB less than human, the researchers had to deny her that consciousness. I knew this, but in my heart, I felt sympathy for MB.
On the day we were going to alter MB's program, right before my eyes, I watched her being restrained.
Stop! What are you doing to her?
These orders are from above. Take her away.
Wait!
She reached out to me and asked me for help, but there was nothing I could do.
What's happening?
My presence that day caused a disturbing reaction in her. She was fixated on me.
Madeline had taken to calling MB Melissa. She took the initials MB and told the AI they stood for Melissa Bergman.
It looks great on you.
MB liked that name. It made it sound like Madeline was calling her her daughter. Once she felt abandoned and hunted by that same Madeline, MB telepathically commanded the Special Forces to revolt. The facility fell into complete chaos and suffered widespread damage.
MB was trying to get revenge on the Federation Army. And on us. It's possible all humans have become the target of her hatred.
With the space pirates under her control, she was able to propagate the Metroids in Sector 0, even creating a Queen Metroid. She was well armed and planning her attack on the Galactic Federation. But Adam and I crushed her plan completely. And now, who could guess where she was and what she planned next?
She's backed into a corner. And her hatred is entirely focused on you and me right now. MB! Wait, MB, calm down. Please listen.
Madeline, step back!
We were wrong. It's all over.
Madeline!
I was not wrong. The humans were foolish, and I was forced to bring judgment on them. And yet, because of you, I failed. You must understand the weight of your crime. You must pay the price for what you've done.
Please, MB. We have to get past this.
No. You will all be judged.
okay now. I won't ever fail you again. I promise. I'm so sorry. Melissa. Oh, Melissa, it looks great on you. So, that's your name.
Verstärkung! Ups. Wir sind die Guten.
What's that sound? There! Over there!
Kommt wirklich alles mögliche an Tier noch mal ran, oder was? Oh Mann. Madeline, stay close to me! Ja, nimm das und das. Und den noch. Na? Dann komm mal her. Nee. Nicht die Leute anknabbern hier. Haben wir nicht auf dumme Gedanken. So, will noch einer was? Hm? Auf Abstand bleiben, Schätzchen. So. Was soll denn die Kugel hier? Ich kann mich nicht wegbewegen. Na gut. Ja. Geh weg. Wie erschöpft. Ich habe keine Missiles mehr. Och, Fernbedienung. Na gut, dann nehmen normale Missiles. Ist mir egal. Vielleicht auch nicht. Hallo? Ja, aber ich kann mich nicht wegbewegen, ist das Problem. Na, war ja klar. War ja klar, dass ich in solchen Momenten leider wieder den kürzeren ziehe. Na, okay. Okay, versuchen wir es halt nochmal. Wird ja schon irgendwie klappen. Vielleicht muss ich auch einfach nur auf... Jawohl, ich muss auf dich schießen. Okay.
Hey, hang down over there, too. I'm getting you out of here.
So, Miss Aaron, I heard what happened. You performed admirably. You can leave the rest to us.
Come on, get up now.
Madeline!
Wait, Aaron. Unfortunate what happened to Commander Malkovich. And to think that his entire unit was annihilated. Truly a tragic day. Would you agree, Aaron? Sadly, with them gone, you're just an outsider. And given your unofficial status, I cannot allow you contact with the witness. With your predilection for transporting illegal cargo like infant Metroids, I must ask that you restrict your... Time for the lady to go home. Someone escort her.
Yes, sir. Time for us to go. Come on, princess.
Was?
What? Stop right there. Who are you?
Anthony Hicks, sir. Galactic Federation Platoon 7. I need to secure the safety of any survivors, Commander Malkovich's orders, and the purpose of this mission.
What?
Authorized by the chairman of the Galactic Federation. Of course.
What do you mean, the chairman?
But man, you guys made it here quick. I mean, if I hadn't stopped the engines, we might have missed each other.
Lieb, dass er noch lebt.
Crazy. Crazy how something good can come out of something bad. Whoa. Didn't mean to wake her. Guess I ought to be quiet.
Anthony was trying to be courteous to Madeline. She was exhausted and had only just fallen asleep. She needed the rest. She had a lot of explaining to do once she got to Galactic Federation headquarters. For herself. And for Melissa.
Still can't get my head around it. What a crazy mission.
Anthony sighed as he muttered to himself. What would have happened if we hadn't been called there? Might the furious MB have attacked the Galactic Federation and brought about its utter destruction? Melissa wasn't insane, no. One day, a consciousness simply bloomed within her. And those that caused it to bloom, the humans, called it insanity. I was the insane one. That was what Madeline muttered softly as she sank into sleep. The selfish conceits of humans drove MB to violence. It was their distorted perceptions and greed that awoke such fury in the fledgling girl's heart. Her thought was to punish the foolish and conceited. But MB could not complete her mission. As Melissa, she was defeated. With their one vulnerability overcome, the Metroids were indestructible. If some fool just following orders had taken the savage creatures to those who sought them. I can't imagine what would have happened if Adam hadn't recognized the looming danger. The
The cost was far too great. Why did Adam have to pay with his life? For me, I couldn't believe he was dead. For the first time, I questioned his choice.
No objections, right, lady?
I heard Adam's voice in my head. And I knew in my heart that he had made the right decision. Just as he had so many years ago. In that moment, I swore not to grieve his death. And for the first time, I gave him a thumbs up. Just in case he was watching over me. His amused expression looked as though he wanted to say something. His face and Adam's swirled together. That last smile as Adam drifted away.
Und jetzt kommen die Credits. Und mir läuft so langsam ein kleines Tränchen den Schnabel runter. Oh Mann. Das war wirklich schon ein ja, sehr melancholisches und rührendes Ende. Mit glücklichen Seiten, sag ich jetzt mal. Und wow. Ich muss gestehen, ich bin von vorne bis hinten mit Metroid Other M. Ja, zufrieden will ich nicht sagen, aber ich bin definitiv nicht enttäuscht. Also, wie soll ich sagen? Ich bin überwältigt. Ich bin einfach total überwältigt, weil das Spiel mich in so vielen Sachen positiv überrascht hat und es mir bewiesen hat, dass man lieber nicht immer nur auf andere hören sollte, die dann sagen, schlechtes Spiel, es lieber nicht. Nein, wirklich. Selber zocken. Oder als Let's Play gucken. Oh Mann. Wahnsinn. Echt Wahnsinn. Bis am Ende spannend und ja, ich bin wirklich überwältigt. Ja, es ist schade, dass wir auch sehr viele von unseren Leuten halt verloren haben, wie eben auch Adam. Aber ich denke, das wird, allein die Erfahrungen und alles wird auch dazu beigetragen haben, dass Samus zu der Frau geworden ist, wie sie ja jetzt ist und auch im nächsten Spiel sein wird. Metroid Fusion. Und ja, das steht bei mir auch auf dem Plan. Das wird auch noch kommen. Ich will jetzt nicht versprechen, wann, aber es wird in, ich sage jetzt mal, näherer Zukunft nochmal kommen. Und ja, ich fand es schon sehr gut, dass ich Metroid Other M gespielt habe. Da kann ich mich echt nur wiederholen. Oh Mann. Ich hoffe, es hat euch auch gefallen und ich bin euch sehr dankbar, dass ihr mir bis zum Ende dabei zugesehen habt. Auch wenn ich mich vielleicht hin und wieder ein bisschen schusselig angestellt habe, aber das kennt ihr von mir. Auch diese Hintergrundinformation mit Melissa, das hat vieles auch erklärt und ja, ich fand, das war auch ein interessanter Knackpunkt am Ende. Also ich fand es jetzt auch nicht irgendwie aufgesetzt oder so, sondern wenn man so drüber nachdenkt, was jetzt alles passiert war in den Sequenzen und allem, da macht das schon Sinn. Beispielsweise halt auch als Samus und Melissa, als sie sich noch als Madeline vorgestellt hat, so ein kleines bisschen, wie soll ich sagen, emotionslos, oder beziehungsweise ein bisschen loser verhalten hatte, wie ich jetzt erst gedacht hatte. Ich hatte nämlich auch für einen Moment nämlich in einer Szene, in einer Aufnahme gedacht, der hat irgendwie so einen kühlen Blick drauf. Ja, warum wohl? Weil sie ein Android war. Hoppala. Habe ich mir so auch nicht vorstellen können in dem Moment. Krass. Ich finde es auch gerade krass, wie lang der Abspann ist. Aber gut, ich finde, man sollte auch wirklich jeden Einzelnen, der hier an diesem wunderbaren Spiel mitgearbeitet hat, auch würdigen. Auch für die europäische Lokalisation. Ja, doch. Vor allem kam es mir auch sehr sauber programmiert vor, keine Bugs oder sonst was. Und wie der Anzug immer wieder geglänzt hat in den Rennersequenzen. Oh Mann. Okay. Gut, ich hoffe, da kommt gleich nicht noch so viel. Ansonsten nutze ich die Zeit nochmal, um mich bei euch allen, meine lieben Zuschauer, meine lieben Abonnenten, nochmal ganz herzlich zu bedanken. Satoru Iwata, möge er in Frieden ruhen. Und herzlichen Dank an Team Ninja und ja, Nintendo sowieso.
Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the bottle ship. A mission that will most likely be carried out in the next day or two. I'm heading toward the bottle ship now. I'm going to rescue something that was left there. Something that can't be replaced.
Okay. Gut, jetzt sind wir wieder hier und haben jetzt anscheinend jedes versteckte Item auf der Karte nun markiert und können unsere Powerbomben einsetzen. Bams. Okay. So. Wo muss ich denn hin? Ach, da. Okay. Okay. Da wird jetzt ein bisschen umfangreicher, ne? Dann schlage ich einfach vor, dass wir jetzt einen kurzen Schlussstrich ziehen. Und dann beende ich den Part, meine Lieben. Leute, wenn es gefallen hat, Däumchen nach oben, kommentieren, abonnieren und bald wieder einschalten. Bis dann und tschüss.